Part 1 Introduction. Welcome to my series where I dissect every episode of the Avatar The Last Airbender. The introduction, or equivalent of a theme song that appears at the beginning of the episode, talks about the four different elements and how they were once at peace, but now they are in distress due to the Fire Nation causing havoc by attacking them. The Avatar, who is responsible for securing safety among the elements, has been nowhere to be seen for the last 100 years. This narration is done by Katara, a talented but inexperienced waterbender who has a brother called Sokka. Part 2 Summary of the episode. Katara and Sokka are trying to get a fish while in a canoe in different ways, which causes an argument. Katara slashes off at Sokka and she waterbends a huge iceberg to her surprise. By doing this, they discover a young boy trapped in an iceberg. Meanwhile, we get introduced to Prince Zuko, who happens to be hunting for the Avatar and is accompanied by his uncle. The young and energetic boy happens to be an Avatar airbender who freaks out Sokka and happens to have a flying bison named Appa as his pet. The airbender dreams about his past and how he got into the iceberg. When he wakes up, they are at the waterbender village. The young kids become engrossed with the airbender and all that he has to offer, and he becomes loved by everyone. Well, except Sokka and Gram. Meanwhile, Zuko is practicing his firebending in anticipation with his deal with the Avatar. Uncle Iroh and Zuko have some disagreements about the basic techniques of firebending. While talking, it becomes clear that the Aang is not aware of the current events, like the war going on with the Fire Nation. Katara and the Airbender forms an early bond as they are both adventurous and optimistic. When they finish taking a ride on a penguin, they encounter a Fire Nation ship, which they enter. While walking around and looking at the equipment, Aang realizes through conversing with Katara that he has been in an iceberg for 100 years. As they are about to leave, they walk into a booby trap, which causes an explosion, and Zuko should take notice. While Aang and Katara run away, Zuko discovers the village, and the episode ends. Part 3 Major Talking Points. We discover the main characters and we can comment on our first impressions of them. Sokka. As a brother of Katara, he is a polar opposite of her. He is paranoid and pessimistic. He feels as if he is in charge but is too overprotective, which causes a bad relationship with his sister. He builds himself up to be a warrior, but has not yet shown any glimpses of any remarkable quality, like the other two. It doesn't seem as if he is a waterbender. Katara. From the very beginning, she's interested in working on her waterbending to the dismay of her brother. She's very positive and open, shown through her wanting to discover what was inside the iceberg. The bubbliness she possesses makes her easily compatible with anyone who seems to be outgoing like her. She enjoys an adventure despite how daunting it can be, evidenced by her entering the Fire Nation ship after being skeptical at first. The Avatar. You could imagine an avatar to be very wise and all-knowing. This is the opposite of who the avatar currently is. He just wants to have fun and enjoy himself. He loves to take chances, shown through his curiosity of entering the abandoned ship, and isn't afraid to take chances. He is, as you would imagine any kid would be. Zuko, he seems keen to hunt the avatar. He doesn't have time for anyone except practicing and perfecting his craft, which is firebending. Zuko seems as if he has a chip on his shoulder, like he has something to prove to someone. He talks about the fact that the previous people who hunted for the avatar lack honor, which he supposedly has. He is ambitious and doesn't seem as if anything will come in his way. And Uncle Iroh. He acts as a wise uncle, not particularly interested in Zuko's vision of capturing the avatar. He is more interested in relaxing by drinking some jasmine tea and eating some delicious food. Iroh is like Katara in the sense that he is the polar opposite of his companion. Part 4. The conclusion. Overall, this is the first episode of many, and I hope you come along with me to chat about the rest. I am particularly interested in the following questions for the following episodes. Number 1. Why is Zuko so determined to find the Avatar? Number 2. Why will Zuko and will he invade Katara's village? Number 3. If they do, what will be the reaction by Gram, who seems to be the head of the village and not a big fan of the Avatar? Number 4. Why is Uncle Iroh so nonchalant, unlike Prince Zuko? Feel free to comment on your thoughts of the first episode, and I'll catch you in the next one.